He lived in an old boat that he'd put together himself.
Aw.
A friend of mine told me about him, and I wrote the song before I ever met him. When I finally met him, he was living down at 3rd and Jeff above Cole's Cafe, an old room there. His name was Bill Kerrigan. Folks down there knew him as Shantyboat Bill. It was a cold, gray day on the river when I met old Bill. I was a shivering kid, but his whiskey took away the chill. He showed me his shanty boat, and I became his friend. But my daddy caught me and took me away with him. And Daddy said to Shantyboat Bill, he wasn't no good kind. He spent all his odd job money on whiskey and wine. And don't ever let me catch you here again. But every day I'd slip away just to see my old friend. Shantyboat Bill is a muddy water river man. He knows the Ohio like a lion's in the palm of his hand. He lives in a handmade rundown shanty boat just up the creek. And his bloodshot eyes ain't telling the secret he keeps. A Shantyboat Bill, it came from down in New Orleans. He showed me pictures of steamboat captains and Cajun queens. And then one day when the river was rising fast, he poured his life out to me like whiskey into a glass. He put on a moth-eaten suit he took from a carved oak chest. He said he wore it as a captain of the River Queen, one of the best. Until the storm and a raging river sent her out of control. And 3 men died at the falls of the Ohio. Shantyboat Bill is a muddy water river man. He knows the Ohio like a lion's in the palm of his hand. He lives in a handmade rundown shanty boat and just up the creek. And his bloodshot eyes ain't telling the secret he keeps. There was a tear in Bill's eye as he looked into the setting sun. He said, the bottle is my captain now, whiskey is the river we run. He closed his Mark Twain eyes and went to sleep. I went home crying with a secret I vowed to keep. Shantyboat Bill is a muddy water river man. He knows the Ohio like the lines in the palm of his hand. He lives in a handmade rundown shanty boat just up the creek. And his bloodshot eyes ain't telling the secret he keeps. Shantyboat Bill is a muddy water river man. He knows the Ohio like a lion's in the palm of his hand. He lives in a handmade rundown shanty boat just up the creek. And his bloodshot eyes ain't telling the secret he keeps. Yeah, his bloodshot eyes ain't telling a secret he keeps.
I don't suppose he's still living.
No, he died. I know we brought him when I used to play back in the 70s down on Washington Street. We took him to the gig one night. He got real fascinated. He was probably mid-90s. He was real fascinated with the steel guitar. He said, "Is that some kind of a whistle?"
Oh, isn't that a rip?